Former President Trump and Nikki Haley facing off in the Palmetto State with just 4 days until the South Carolina primary. Haley scheduled a state of the race today at noon. We found out about it last night. What is she going to say? We're not sure. As a new poll shows, she is more than 30 points behind Donald Trump in her home state.
Trump, meanwhile, also in South Carolina, ahead of an exclusive town hall with Laura Ingraham here on Fox tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Laura Ingraham joins us now live from South Carolina with a preview. Hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, guys. How are you?
I've been excited about this all morning because I know you can break this down. There seems to be a disconnect, Laura, between the donor class and what Republican primary voters actually want. Can you lay it out for us?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot on the line, obviously, in this election. And one of the issues is obviously China. What our relationship going forward is going to be with China, whether Trump's going to slap more tariffs on electric vehicle component parts, you know, that kind of nitty-gritty stuff. And that's trillions of dollars for China. When trillions of dollars are on the line for, you know, corporate interests here in the United States and global interests abroad, there's going to be a lot of money pouring into both Joe Biden and Republican candidates who seem more hospitable to those old ideas. And that's why Nikki Haley has gotten so much support from those big corporate interests, the Koch brothers and so forth. But Biden just took in $42 million because he's done such a great job for the average person out there.
Laura, what's going to happen today with her speech at noon? Do you think she'll stay in the race? And what's her plan if she does, and what if the polls are right? What happens after this?
Well, it's hard to see what they're thinking over there in the Haley campaign. I mean, everyone got mad because after Iowa, when she performed so poorly there, and then New Hampshire, which was a really hospitable state for her with all those independent voters, that she didn't, she couldn't get the job done. So she really, in my view, it's just as a political analyst for a moment, that was the time for her to drop out and really reach out to President Trump and say, what can I do to help? We need to save this country. She decided to stay in because she got a huge influx of cash. And now she's 30 points down about in her home state. A new Suffolk poll shows it's impossible for her to win on Saturday. That's just not going to happen. She knows that. She probably has a lot of consultants who are making a lot of money by telling her there's a path if we do this or that, but there is no path. So right now she's really helping Joe Biden and not helping herself, certainly, if she wants to have any future in the Republican Party. So will she drop out today? It's hard to see that given some of her recent comments, but the time to have dropped out was about, really a month ago.
So, Laura, we've seen Democrats suddenly become so critical of Joe Biden. Nate Silver saying that Democrats need to be the Dolan room. There's no path for them. I'm curious, do you think that Joe Biden, is he going to be on the ballot, or do you think the Democrats eventually replace him?
I think it's hard for them to do that. From the beginning, I've said this is the guy they chose in 2020 because he kind of was a throwback to the yesteryear of the more moderate Democrat Party. At least that was his appearance. But obviously, he became captured by the far left and did all the things to the country that you all cover every morning, from the migrant crisis to the inflation spiral and all the rest. But right now, are they going to pull some convention, superdelegate move against Biden? It's hard to see that happening. I've known Biden for decades in Washington, on and off, and he's one of the most stubborn individuals in American politics. The idea he's going to voluntarily step aside, I just do not see it.
Not a chance.
Yeah. Lawrence brought up Nate Silver. You know him. He's the famed pollster for 538. And he said he's not going to be, he thinks he's heading for a defeat, talking about Joe Biden because of his age and his declining job performance. He also writes this: it is a reason for Democrats to be the adults in the room and acknowledge that someone who can't sit through a Super Bowl interview isn't someone the public can trust to have the physical and mental stamina to handle an international crisis, terrorist attack, or some other unforeseen threat when he'll be in his mid-80s. What's your reaction to that, and what Joe Biden is trying to do with the UN Security Council, trying to have this temporary ceasefire?
Yeah, he's caught between a rock and a hard place with the vote in Michigan. You're seeing the uprising, the pro-Palestinian pro-Hamas segment of the voting public in Michigan rising up against Democrats. Rashida Tlaib saying everyone vote for essentially other, not Joe Biden, to send a message. It's hard to think that that's not motivating, at least partly, what's going on at the UN today, where they're trying to split hairs and say we're not going to call for an immediate ceasefire, but we're going to call for a ceasefire as soon as practicable. So that's the language that they're using today at the UN. We got more than 100 hostages still being held. Hamas has a pretty easy path here: release the hostages, and they're not doing that. And so Israel's supposed to just, throw up its hands and say, okay, we're going home now. I think, again, Biden's trying to play to his far left base and still try to be somewhat, I think, hospitable to the notion that Israel is our solid ally in the Middle East. It's hard to do that. I'm going to ask Trump about that tonight at the town hall, and I'm going to be curious if he goes into much details, because there's some political peril for both of the candidates on that question, and it's a tough one. For sure.
Laura, I got to ask before we leave, how are you going to keep control of the former president? As someone that's done an interview with him before a couple times, it's tough. It's tough to keep him on task.
Yeah, well, I always tell the former president, I've known you for 25 years, so your tricks don't work with me. Okay, stay on point. Stay on point.
We're going
to have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Have you ever been to Greenville?
Crowd.
Have you been to Greenville before? It's so beautiful.
I only one time before, but it is a gorgeous town. The whole Spartanburg, Greenville area is exploding, and amazing place.
Yeah, good people there.
Good luck tonight, Laura.
Yeah,
we'll be watching.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks for waking up early to talk about
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.